I called 911 and no one showed up. Is this normal? When I was a kid, my mom and I were driving home, and the car pulled up. We saw two guys robbing our house. We went to the next door neighbor. This was before cell phones. Dialed 911 and told the police that a robbery was in progress at our house, and that we were watching it out of our neighbor's window. They knew it was happening right then. The police came 2 days later and took a report. It's very likely they did what's called a patrol check. They drive by, check for a disturbance, look for a group of kids matching the suspect's description, and leave if there's nothing follow up on. Sometimes when the reporting party doesn't hear from the officers, they assume no one came or nothing was done. But if there was no reported damage and the caller doesn't request contact, the officer just drives by to verify there's no emergency. When you told the dispatcher that they were kids, and especially when you said you weren't concerned enough to stay on the line until the cops arrived, it was no longer an emergency situation. What were the cops going to do for you if they had shown up? The kids were already gone by the time you talked to the dispatcher. In the UK, that wouldn't be grounds for a 999 call, so I assume they thought it wasn't a big deal and didn't bother, or just drove past your house to check. Taking a look basically means they might drive by but won't stop if things look okay from the road. Calling 911 for ding-dong ditchers is wild. First off, 911 is for emergencies. Secondly, lying about them trying to break into your house is even wilder. If you know who they are, go handle it with their parents like an adult. Next time, call your local police station directly. Don't waste 911's time with ding-dong ditchers so they can maybe do something useful. LMAO. You shouldn't have said you think you know them. I also got the impression you told them they did this before. Also, next time stay on the phone until cops show up. They need to respond because someone will be yelling they need to get the line free. I've worked at multiple hotels in a large city and have called 911 numerous times. It's a 50-50 if they show up. One time my life was being threatened and I told them that while locked in the back office. They never showed up my entire 8-hour shift. Depends where you live. In some areas, police are stretched too thin to bother with smaller offenses. At one point in St. Louis, the police wouldn't come unless it was armed robbery or higher. If they do show up, they will click their pens, file a report, and be on their way. My experience is unless it's murder, you best handle it yourself or mind your own. You called emergency services for kids playing pranks? What's wrong with you? What do you want the police to do? Shoot 'em? Next time, tell them it's not an emergency because you have your gun with you. They'll come quick. What's a ding-dong ditcher? Tell the dispatcher you're going to shoot them as they come through the door. When seconds count, police are hours away. Get yourself some protection. Shotguns are inexpensive and effective. My friend used to manage a fast food restaurant. He got a message in the middle of the night that his alarm was going off. He called the police, but the police said they were really busy that night and it was going to take hours to respond. He told the dispatcher that's fine. He'll just grab his gun and shoot any trespassers himself. The police beat him to the place. The service is called 911 Emergency. Call the non-emergency number for your area. Leave the emergency numbers for emergencies.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.